Hello everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to my video today. First, let me apologize because I know it's been 2 years. I looked at a comment on one of my videos and the person was just like, so update, like basically, are you still alive? Like, what's going on? You just kind of dropped off. And I apologize for that. My intentions were to continue doing my videos every week, but I just started doing stuff and traveling and living my life and going through things and procrastinating heavily. And so 2 years have passed and this is my first video in 2 years. So please bear with me because I'm kind of getting back into the groove of things, and I bought a new camera, so I'm trying to figure it all out. So bear with me. Anywho, my last video that I did, I was telling you all about my journey with radiation. That was a easy breezy journey. Most of my thoughts were on my outfits for that journey or whatever. But after I finished with that, my oncologist asked me to wait, I think about 1 to 2 months after that, and I started the chemo pill. I decided to do the chemo pill because it was more convenient. At that point, I was going to, I had changed my oncologist to a doctor in Atlanta. So of course, you know, I live in Tennessee, and I just didn't want, if I had a choice, I didn't want to have to travel and go and get chemo and then have the new last injection and all of that stuff. So I had an option to take the chemo pill, Xeloda, X-E-L-O-D-A, and I decided to do that. Now, I had to take 6 pills a day total, 6 pills total, and I took 3 pills with my first meal and 3 pills with my last meal. I will advise you that I did not really eat a lot. Some days I was only eating to take my medicine because I didn't have much of an appetite on some days, and my sleep pattern was very off. So sometimes I didn't wake up until noon or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which meant that I would have to stay up for quite a while so that I could take my second dose and eat another meal. You will have to eat food that is enough food to coat your stomach. I think one of my mistakes is that I tried one day to eat just like some yogurt and crackers or something like that just to say that I had eaten, and I was so sick. Oh my Lord, I felt like, I just felt terrible. So you don't have to eat a Thanksgiving meal, but you do need to eat something that's substantial so that you can coat your stomach and take your pills. So I did that. I did Xeloda for 6 months, and I didn't have many issues with the Xeloda. You do have what's called hand-foot disease. I believe it's hand-foot disease, the name of it. But what it did for me, it turned my hands and my feet black. Like my hands, the palm of my hand was darker than the outside of my hands. And you can probably see here where some of that line is left over from where I had, where the chemo kind of, I guess it stopped there. I don't know how to describe it, but my hands were so dark. I don't even know if you can see it, but it was so dark, and my feet were the same way. Feet were black, like black. I do understand that people with less melanin in their skin, their hands and feet might not turn black, and the palms are on the sole of your feet, palm of your hand, sole of your feet. But some people have said that their hands turn red and the sole of their foot turn red. So I guess depends on the melanin in your skin. But not only did they look weird, but my hands and feet were peeling pretty bad. I could go and get a pedicure one day. The next day I had caveman feet, and I was just, it was kind of embarrassing because when I would go somewhere, you can kind of hear people like, oh, dirty feet, and they weren't dirty, they were just black from chemo. But I didn't care because I was going through it and I was trying to live, so I was like, okay, whatever. But and also the pedicure portion. I went out of town. My cousin took me to Tulum, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna be so cute. I got my pedicure done, and like a day or two before, and by the time we made it to Tulum, my feet were looking like they had never been touched. So that was funny to me, because she was just kind of like, when did you get your pedicure? But anyway, I'll put a picture or whatever from Tulum. Not my feet, but from when we had a good time in Tulum. But anywho, also my hands and feet were so sore. Sometimes it was a little bit uncomfortable for me to walk. And it was uncomfortable for me to use my hands. So I was still trying to work out, still going to the gym about 5 days a week. And what I would do is I would just stop. When my hands and feet started to bother me, I would just stop. I wouldn't push it, because it was pretty painful. Not unbearable, but it was painful. I did not take any pain medicine. I'm not sure if I told you all in any of my previous videos. I'm not a big medicine person. And while dealing with cancer, I definitely didn't want to pile on extra side effects from pain medicine or nausea medicine or this medicine or that medicine. So I just kind of thugged it out and did what I needed to do. Got off my feet and relaxed and rested when I needed to. So that was cool. I didn't have many complaints when it came to Xeloda. I did what I needed to do. I went through the 6 months. At first it was, I took the medicine 2 weeks on and then 1 week off. But my feet had started hurting so bad that the doctor just recommended that we change it to 1 week on, 1 week off. And we did that for 6 months, and it was good. After I did that, finished with the chemo pill, I got to ring the bell. And I'll put that, I'll put a little snippet of that there. But I did ring the bell, and that was December of 2021. December 2021, I rang the bell. And I was in remission for a full year, a year and a month actually. I had a remission diagnosis, and I was so happy. I was just like, woo! I made it. I made it a year. I planned a huge party, because I'm thinking it is on and popping. Because the first time I was in remission for 3 months and I made it a year. Like, what? Are you kidding me? And I got my scans. My scans are looking good. I was excited. So December of 2022, I made my year. I was excited. So here comes January of 2023. January 2023, I felt a lump in my breast again, and my doctor was just so kind, and that's one of the things that I love about my oncologist at City of Hope. She was like, quickly, let's do some scans, let's do a biopsy, let's figure this out, see what it is, because we want to catch anything that's going on very quickly and in the early stages. So we did the scans, and again, party planned, okay? I have my big 1 year remission party planned. And it's also my birthday's in January. All of that planned, and what? You guessed it. Cancer again. So I'm going to stop the video right there. Thank you all for watching. I promise that I will do the next video. I'm going to show you some pictures of my party, and then we'll go into what happened next. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for sticking with me and not punishing me for taking this 2-year break. But I'm back, okay? So again, at this point, at the end of this video, we are at January 2023. So don't forget that. Next video, we'll go forward and see where we are. Okay? Love you guys. Remember, live in peace, live in love, have great intentions, pure intentions. Love one another, protect your peace. I love you, and remember, positivity is medicine.